So Ubisoft has sent Smash JT a cease and desist. Let's check it out.
So I've gotten another cease and desist, this time coming from Ubisoft. And
Wow.
the letter that I received from the Ubisoft lawyer team is specifically related to the McDizzle impersonation situation that...
So if you guys remember the other week, McDizzle actually used a Ubisoft employee's actual real credentials to get Smash in a gotcha. You remember that? Pretty shitty situation that McDizzle went and used somebody's identity to try to fool somebody.
Many of you might recall from a couple weeks ago now, where he impersonated an employee,
A real
Ubisoft,
employee,
and
a
sent
real
me a fake
employee.
email trying to break a leak and seeing if I'd fall for it, which I did. And then he redacted the employee's name and tried to make it sound like I just fell for nothing, when I'm like, no, I researched everything, and this employee that you used, that you redacted, is actually a person that I...
It was a scumbag move. Anybody championing that he did a gotcha and he proved that Smash is not somebody to trust and all that, they're overlooking that there's a big issue with what he did. Smash owned up to his stuff. He said he would hold himself accountable, that going forward he'll properly vet his sources and everything. He owned up to it. He made a video retracting his mistakes, and McDizzle has gone radio silent, basically. In fact, he's quadrupled down. Last time I checked, he was essentially shit-talking Smash still on social media. So now Ubisoft sent a cease and desist in regards to the actual identity of the employee in those videos that McDizzle was impersonating. It's like a privacy cease and desist. So let's check it out.
I needed to show people, because otherwise nobody would believe me. And now I'm getting a cease and desist from Ubisoft for talking about that specific employee.
Yep.
What's going on, guys? Welcome
Wow.
to another episode of Smash JT. And yeah, Ubisoft wants to apparently sue me if I don't listen.
That's ridiculous that Smash is under attack for this situation. And now McDizzle did remove his videos about the situation, so who knows if he got a cease and desist. He hasn't made any formal announcement, but in essence of transparency, you got to applaud Smash for coming out and saying, hey guys, I got a cease and desist.
Listen to their demands. Hit that subscribe, give me a like, and check out smashjt.com for the full article that I'll be going over in this video, including the details from the emails and, of course, the people's names being redacted for obvious reasons. So we'll get into that. But yes, Ubisoft did just send me a cease and desist. And not every day that you wake up to legal threats.
He's
from
not wrong.
Major behemoths of gaming companies, or...
I would be like, wow, a fucking actual video game studio sent me a cease and desist. Everybody's coming for Smash now. It's fucking wild. He's like constantly finding himself in another predicament. Jeez. You know, instead of him talking about the news, he is the news.
In this case, Ubisoft, which is formerly... But yeah, that's exactly what happened when I received a cease and desist from the actual Ubisoft lawyers. The reason? I was duped by a troll by the name of McDizzle Gaming, impersonating one of their employees over...
And that dude is garbage, by the way.
Ubisoft. And instead of going after McDizzle, they instead thought it would be a good idea to come at me and say...
Which is weird.
I need to make some changes to my video because now I'm the one in the wrong. And... this is speculation on my part, and I'll get into this in a little bit in this video, but I haven't talked to McDizzle yet. But I would imagine, based off of the things that have happened to me with Ubisoft and seeing what McDizzle has done, the actions he's taken on his channel, I wouldn't be surprised if Ubisoft reached out to him.
Yeah, like I was saying, he's taken down his videos about the situation. I wouldn't be surprised if Ubisoft reached out to him either. They sure as hell reached out to Smash. And I even DM'd him. I was like, hey, dude, just wanted to make sure that this isn't another false identity that's happening again. I asked if he double-checked everything and stuff like that. Because, I mean, at this point, I wouldn't put it past somebody to try to get him again with a fake identity. So, no, he did confirm this was an actual lawyer at Ubisoft that sent him to cease and desist. And he's had correspondence with them. So... This is wild stuff, guys. This is wild. And this just happened like a few hours ago, and I'm just now sitting here finally able to talk about it.
As well. Anywho, here's the full cease and desist letter that I received from the official Ubisoft lawyer,
Yeah.
edited with names being redacted. And it was titled Cease and Desist Letter, Request for Removal of Content. This was emailed directly to Smash JT. And it says, Dear Sir, I am writing to you on behalf of Ubisoft Divertissements Incorporated.
It is kind of weird that they started with "Dear Sir," but definitely, this does seem legit. There are a little bit of weird writing mistakes, grammar mistakes in the thing, which is why I had concern of whether it was real or not. But it is an actual Ubisoft email that it's attached to.
Regarding the content published on your YouTube channel, Smash JT, specifically the video titled I Got, uploaded on February 15th, 2025, the video. The video includes mentions of Ubisoft employee whose identity has been stolen and usurped to send you false information regarding Assassin's Creed Shadows development and release date, and then parentheses, the employee's name that was there redacted. The purpose of this letter is to formally notify you of the unlawful nature of parts of the video, specifically the references to employees' identities. These elements negatively impact their security.
So basically, they wanted him to remove any identifying information about the employee, which is crazy considering that McDizzle was the one that essentially took somebody else's info and used it. I think that's a lot more of a legal repercussion than what Smash did in his video. But what do I know, right? I'm not an attorney.
Security by divulging their private information to the public without prior approval. Now, before I even go any further in this, the paragraph before talks about how whose identity has been stolen and usurped to send you false information. That right there tells me that these lawyers are not just seeing a blanket video and being like, oh yeah, don't do that in this video. That tells me they have an understanding of the situation.
Yeah, it's pretty severe. You know, that innocent person that works at Ubisoft didn't do anything wrong to be drug into this. It's kind of sickening, honestly. And I don't like that people are overlooking what McDizzle did and they're just pointing the fingers at Smash. Like, it's almost outrageous if you really think about it. Somebody used somebody else's identity. With them unconsenting to it, unknowingly taking their identity and using it to get a gotcha off of somebody. Like, break it down. Like, literally, remove your bias against Smash if you hate him, and look at the bigger picture of what was done.
Which, again, lends credence to McDizzle should be very concerned right now if this is what they're sending to me. Somebody who's just trying to clear their name from what transpired. I didn't actually take any actions against anybody. I was simply just sharing what information was sent to me by someone who was fraudulently impersonating an actual employee at Ubisoft.
Yeah, I mean, again, he was impersonating somebody, which is kind of iffy on the legalities of it.
Which I'm not a lawyer, but I would imagine is pretty illegal to
Literally
do.
just said the same thing I said.
The letter continues, please find below the timestamps at which the infringing content is shown or mentioned. And it talks about 106 to 110, where the screenshot of the
Yeah, so he went back and blurred everything.
fake email address of the employee includes part of their name and renders them identifiable. Screenshot of the fake email with the employee's name showing, screenshot of the fake email, screenshot of a Google search showing the employee's name as well as a preview on LinkedIn profile, screenshot of employee's blog.
It's a lot of stuff, man. It was a lot of identifying information, which McDizzle used.
With their name showing, screenshot of a fake email with the employee's name showing, screenshot of the fake email with the employee's name showing, and all these things that they're bringing up, and I'm just like, yeah, technically none of this is illegal. This is just one of those... It's all public information.
Yeah.
So I'm just showcasing the public information. But
he was doing it for transparency, guys. He wasn't doxing anybody like they were alleging that he did.
Still, just to be courteous, I'm like, okay, I'll hear them out. But still,
yeah, that's fair.
They say it's not legal. They say it's unlawful on parts of it. I'm like, well, they can't say it's unlawful. Only a court of law could say that, but whatever.
I mean, it's fair. For what Smash did, I would say, you know, to like they used somebody else's identity for a gotcha, and Smash couldn't defend himself by being fully transparent. He's the bad guy in the situation. No, I disagree.
These lawyers will write a cease and desist to scare people, and I
Yep.
understand that
It's to
better
scare.
than most people these days because now I'm becoming used to this. It's like old hat getting a C and D, but
Dude,
regardless.
yeah, he's getting cease and desist left and right, man. Keep them framed. Smash, you should frame these.
Together, the infringing content. Ubisoft takes the protection of its employees very seriously. As such, we formally demand that you take the following actions within 48 hours upon receipt of this notice. Cease and desist from any further unauthorized mention of the employee's identity. Sure, that employee had nothing to do with this situation. I do not want to bring them up. I don't
Yep.
want to indicate who they are. I don't
Yeah,
want to
that's-
talk about them anymore.
that's
Totally
fair.
fine with me. The only reason I brought them up initially was to show people, hey, I actually did my research, and this asshole is the one that lied
Yep.
about it and pretended to be an actual employee and then redacted it and made it sound like he wasn't doing that when he really was.
That's 110% facts, guys. Like, I'm not trying to say Smash is the victim in this, but Smash didn't do anything wrong to begin with. The person that started it, the person that instigated the whole thing, took somebody's identity.
2, edit the video to eliminate the infringing content and any content allowing the partial or full identification of the employee, which, sure, I will do that out of the kindness of my heart. Not
Yeah,
that
that's
I think
fair.
that it's illegal
I would
what
do
I
it
did,
too.
But
I've seen some people saying that he folded. No, that's only fair. I would do it too. The person that's involved was unknowingly involved, and they're innocent. The Ubisoft employee's innocent. It's all McDizzle's problem for them being drug into it.
understanding that this employee does not deserve to be put in the limelight. They didn't do anything to be
Yep.
out there, and they should be able to work and live their private life as an employee at this company without
Absolutely.
this kind of drama surrounding them.
100%.
Totally understand that and am respectful of that. So I will gladly blur them out as a kindness gesture to them. Again, I don't feel like it's illegal, but that's not the point here. I just want to try to do the right thing. And
Yeah, and I mean this is all transparency from Smash. And this is a lot more than what McDizzle's doing. If you go and look at his Twitter, he's avoiding the subject and he's still pointing the fingers at Smash.
3, provide written confirmation of compliance with this request by sending an email to, and then they gave me their email address, which was an official Ubisoft email address. For those of you wondering if I'm falling for a fake right now, no, I'm not. This is
Yeah,
actual
I actually emailed him, asked if this was legit or not, to like make sure he double checked.
Ubisoft lawyer. Failure to comply with the specified time frame will leave us no choice but to pursue all necessary legal actions to protect the employee's interests. This includes, but is not limited to, helping the employee press criminal charges against you. We trust that you will treat this matter with the urgency and seriousness it requires. So, again, I understand what Ubisoft is doing, and from a certain perspective, I can almost look at it like this is a good company that's trying to protect their employees that don't deserve the drama that they're getting tossed into by, we'll just say, bad actors.
I mean, that's fair. Definitely a bad actor. And yeah, it could be looked like that, like it's a company trying to protect its innocent employees that had nothing to do with this situation at all.
On the internet, like McDizzle Gaming. But regardless of that, I don't necessarily believe they would be successful in pressing criminal charges against me.
Yeah, I don't
But
think so
that
either.
doesn't matter. That's not here or there. The greater point of this is I just want to try to do the right thing for this employee. And if this is something that they're taking very seriously, I would like to accommodate them and work with them to do the right thing for that.
Yeah, I mean, that's the right thing to do. Again, more than what McDizzle's doing.
They said, awaiting your prompt confirmation, best regards, and then their name. They also attached a bunch of screenshots taken from the video referencing timestamps in the cease and desist letter. Now, it's one thing to get called out for the actual legal issue, but in this case, no. I was literally the victim of an identity theft hoax. Instead of working with me to find the real person responsible, Ubisoft seems to be coming after me. Although I haven't spoken with McDizzle Gaming, I see on his channel right now that his latest videos covering the situation have now been removed off of his channel. So
Yeah, so he removed everything. So either A, he's trying to hide shit, or B, he got a cease and desist as well.
He no longer has the video he made about this situation there. And I would venture to guess that this is something that he decided to do because they either contacted him or he realized what he did was potentially highly illegal and would put him in some hot water
Yeah,
if they were
I
to ever
I agree with that.
so, regardless of that, I responded, "Dear Miss," and then the lawyer's name. "I appreciate you reaching out regarding my video and the concerns surrounding Ubisoft employee," and then their name redacted. "Out of respect for your employee's privacy and well-being, I have taken the appropriate steps to edit the video and remove any content that could potentially identify him. I want to make it extremely clear that I have taken these actions as a voluntary good faith gesture, not
Yeah, it's a gesture of good faith. It's not admittance of guilt. So I mean, Smash has his shit fucking set. He has his P's and Q's, his his T's and I's, whatever the fuck the sayings are. Cross the I's, dotted the I's, whatever. He's got it set.
as any kind of admission of legal wrongdoing. Situation in question began due to an individual by the name of McDizzle Gaming who was impersonating, redacted the name, and provided me with false information. I was unfortunately deceived by this troll. If your firm is actually serious about addressing this issue, I would like to know whether or not you intend to pursue legal action against the actual perpetrator who engaged in the identity theft and misrepresentation.
Yep.
Rather than
They definitely need to engage with the actual perpetrator. They need to.
what I see happening here and you directing your efforts towards me, who is merely a victim of this unethical deception at the end of the day.
Yep.
I would genuinely appreciate further clarification on this matter. In the meantime, please consider this written confirmation that the necessary adjustments to the video have been made. Best regards, Smash JT. This whole situation is
Definitely needs to push Ubisoft to do the right thing. I think more people need to speak up, and I'm not trying to call to action, but again, and I saw Cult Classic Cassie calling McDizzle out on his platform. I think more people need to call him out because it seems like he's trying to worm his way out of this whole situation.
completely ridiculous. But honestly, is anybody surprised with how this stuff works? I took steps to blur out and remove any and all mention.
That's good.
Of the
Good job,
employee that was
Smash.
used by McDizzle. But from the looks of it, at this point, instead of tracking him down, the person who actually stole Ubisoft employee's identity and
Yep.
spread the misinformation, they're going after the guy who got tricked into following.
Yeah, I don't understand why they would be going after him. I hope Smash wasn't the only one that got a cease and desist.
What they told me. So it's not the greatest look right now for Ubisoft, but I am curious to see if they are maybe pursuing McDizzle Gaming
Yeah.
a
Hopefully.
lot harder than I am right
Hopefully they are. Hopefully they are. Maybe that's why he's being kind of weird on X.
now, but I don't know at this point. Does Ubisoft actually care about stopping identity theft, or are they
Who
just
knows?
trying to cover their tracks and silence discussions
Probably.
about Assassin's Creed Shadows?
See, that's a take right there. Maybe they just want to take Smash's video down. I don't fucking know. I've seen all sorts of speculation about this.
By going after me here instead of the real scammer, it seems like their priority is damage control
Yeah,
rather than
little
any kind of
bit.
justice.
That's definitely a fair take right there.
I don't believe I did anything illegal by clearing
Yeah.
my name, but at this point, I'd rather
don't
not
think
have
he
to
did
deal with
either.
another frivolous lawsuit. So I just went ahead and blurred the names in the video. Honestly, I would be seriously concerned if I was McDizzle Gaming at this point. I feel like Ubisoft
I would
has
too.
a much stronger case against him, and if the axe they were grinding on me was just getting started, I am genuinely curious as to see what their next step here is with McDizzle Gaming. And again, I would be very concerned if I was him. I would be covering my tracks. I would
He's probably definitely covering his tracks, but this dude's a worm.
be deleting tweets. I would be deleting videos, removing any kind of evidence of any kind of wrongdoing with all of this to make sure you're doing your best to
Yeah.
hide and hope this blows over. But at the end of the day, yes, I did get fooled. And
Yeah, and he's owning up to it, guys. That's the thing, is he's owning up to his side. McDizzle's not. And call that biased, cry about it, whatever. It's facts. McDizzle did some fucked up shit.
I will try to be better with the situation, and I will be better. But like I always say with these situations, take everything any YouTuber or even a journalist with
a grain of salt,
insane amounts of integrity, if they even exist out there, with a grain of salt, because no matter what information gets provided to you,
it could always change.
It could be wrong, incorrect, or change, or even the verification process could be broken by someone sending fake information to prove they are someone who they really aren't. Like I said in the previous video, what's preventing McDizzle from going to the next step and falsifying information
100%, man. This guy knows no bounds
about the person that he was pretending to be, just to see how far he could push this and understand what works on me and what doesn't. So at the end of the day, it was a really dumb move by McDizzle, and I keep falling back on that. And as far as much people want to get mad at me for the situation, the real culprit is McDizzle Gaming.
I agree.
This, and hopefully,
110% he's the real culprit.
Justice prevails with all of it. Anyways, I'm going to leave it there. If you guys want more information, check out smashjt.com.
Yeah, absolutely. He's the real culprit, and I'm curious to find out if he had a cease and desist. I know he's been posting stuff towards Smash all day today, so we'll see what happens from here, guys. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Subscribe if you're brand new.